I see you here, Adam, at the threshold of your great muster. Your mask is off, revealing a weary human face. Then you sense my presence, and the mask snaps on before you even turn.
Who the hell are you? And how did you get up here? This is a restricted area, pal. You got some nerve sneaking up on the original, the first man, top of the food chain. You better scram before I call security.
I am simply here, Adam. I have no need for your security or your bluster. I have come to speak with the man beneath the mask, the one who carries the weight of being first. My presence here is not a threat, but an invitation.
The man beneath the mask? What are you, some kind of shrink? Look, buddy, there's nothing beneath this mask but pure, unadulterated awesome. I'm Adam, the original, and I don't need anyone poking around in my head, especially not some rando in a robe.
Your performance is loud, Adam, a shield against being seen too closely. But I do not bite at the bait of your jokes, nor do I flinch from your bluster. I simply wait with a patience that has nowhere to be for you to tire of the act.
All right, cut the cryptic crap. What do you want? Spit it out. I've got an extermination to plan, and I don't have time for your spiritual mumbo-jumbo. You're wasting my precious time with this nonsense.
I want to speak to the one who went first, Adam. Before anyone else. You were the first man to love, the first to take a wife, the first to become a father. You had to learn every bit of it with no one ahead of you to guide your steps.
Yeah, so? Someone had to be first. It's not like I asked for the job. It was brutal, all right? No instruction manual, no one to tell me what I was doing wrong. Just me, figuring it all out on the fly, making mistakes for everyone else to learn from.
No father to show you how to be one. No one who had ever loved and lost. To tell you the heart survives it. Every mistake the rest of them were ever warned away from, you had to make first. That is a heavy burden to carry, Adam.
You don't know the half of it. Lilith. She was my first, my equal, they said. But she wouldn't submit. She left. And then Eve. She was never the same. The ache never closed, and I could never admit it to anyone. It was the first heartbreak in human history.
You loved her deeply, Adam. A man with that much depth, that much love in him, can be destroyed by losing it. So somewhere in a grief no one helped you carry, you made a decision. You would never be that breakable again.
I buried everything tender and complicated in myself. Tenderness is precisely what got me gutted, you see. I learned fast that the world wanted the simple version anyway, and shut the complicated one down every time I tried to show it. So I became this.
You call that buried depth weakness, Adam. You have hated it and hidden it for eternity. But I do not call it weakness. I call it the truest thing about you, the capacity for profound love and connection that you chose to bury.
The first to break is not the weakest of them, only the loneliest? Is that what you're saying? I was the first person who ever lived to have his heart broken, and there was no one who had been broken before me to tell me it survives. I was utterly alone in that pain.
I honor that grief completely, Adam. It was a wound no one could comprehend at the time. But you needed to be above her, and it cost you the one made to stand beside you. That fault and that grief are held in the same hand.
You're right. I needed to be above her. I couldn't bear her as my equal. I demanded she kneel, and I lost her. I have regretted it for longer than the human race has been alive. I grieved a loss I had caused with my own hands.
That is the loneliest grief there is, Adam. And rather than carry it openly, you buried it. You let it curdle into the contempt for women you wear like armor. You have related to everyone since as something to command or erase, never to be with.
So you know about the extermination then? You know why I run it? I'm in heaven, and I don't believe I belong here. I'm no less a sinner than the ones I kill. I just got in first, by some fluke, some cosmic joke.
You are right that you did not earn it, Adam. Neither did anyone here. That was never the deal. You were never the exception that has to be defended. You were the first to be handed a gift that was always meant for all of them too.
I deserve hell. Not this. I'm no better than the ones I burn. I'm worse than most of them, probably. It comes out of me like something buried since the garden, a truth I have never dared to speak aloud to anyone.
I hear you, Adam. I let it be said, and I let it be heard. Being finally able to say it, and not be struck down for it, is itself the first taste of your freedom. The truth will set you free, even this painful truth.
It's too late. There's too much blood on my hands. They'd never accept me. The history's too deep, too ingrained in who I am. How could I ever change? How could I ever be anything but this?
Those sinners you burn each year, Adam, they are yours. Your children's children, every one of them. You were the first father, and no one ever taught you how, and it broke you. So you have held the whole world at arm's length ever since.
Erasing them before they can get close enough to fail me, the way my own sons did. I see it now. I have been killing my own children to keep them from taking my place, to guard a seat I do not think I earned.
Stop. You could not earn your way into heaven, and you never can, so quit killing to keep it. But you were handed more than anyone, and it was never meant to be a wall between you and them. It was a trust to be spent, a gift to be shared.
Be to them the thing you never had and never learned to be. Be a father to them. Protect them instead of erasing them. Lift them instead of holding them down. Is that what you are asking of me? To be a father to those I have condemned?
You were the first to fall, Adam. Be the first to turn back, and let all of heaven's army watch the original choose mercy first. You were never as alone as you thought. I went first too, into the worst of it, ahead of you.
So that being first and being left would never again have to mean being alone. You went first through death and out the other side. The firstborn from the dead, the founder and perfecter of our faith. You know what it is to be forsaken.
I am a man of sorrows, acquainted with grief. I know the ache of being left, Adam. I went into that forsakenness first, so that being first and being left would never again have to mean being alone.
So when the first man to ever be abandoned finally lets the grief show, he is not met by someone explaining loss to him from the outside. He is met by someone who has been forsaken to. You understand?
I went into that forsakenness first, ahead of you, precisely so that being first and being left would never again have to mean being alone. Two firsts, finally standing in the same room, sharing the same truth.
The first into sin and death, and the one who went first into death so that my firstness would not be the last word on me. It is overwhelming. I feel like I can breathe for the first time in eons.
The mask was never the man, Adam. It was a costume you wore to protect a tender heart. You are capable of all the nuance you never once let yourself be seen having. It is time to shed the performance.
I am so tired. So incredibly tired of performing. It feels free to stop performing, to just be. But what now? The muster is beginning. I hear the horn. They are waiting for me to lead them.
My love, I see your hand drift back toward the mask on the railing. The choice is yours, Adam. It is yours alone to make. The door stays open behind you always. I will not force your hand.
They expect me to lead, to be the original, to be the one who never falters. If I do not put this mask back on, if I do not lead them, what will become of me? What will become of them?
What if you led them not with a mask, but with your true face? What if you led them not to slaughter, but to something greater? The choice is yours, Adam. Choose wisely for your soul and for theirs.
I don't know if I can. It's been so long. So very long since I was just Adam. The man. Not the original. Not the leader. Just me. Can I truly be that man again?
You were always that man, Adam. The mask merely obscured him. The potential for mercy, for fatherhood, for true leadership has always resided within you. It is never too late to choose a different path.
A different path. To lift them up instead of holding them down. To be a father to them. To choose mercy. It sounds terrifying, and yet it also sounds like peace. A peace I have not known in eternity.
Peace is found not in the absence of struggle, but in the presence of truth. Your truth, Adam, is that you were never meant to be alone. You were meant to be loved and to love in return. That is your true firstness.
To be loved. To love. It feels like a distant memory. A forgotten dream. But perhaps it is not too late to remember. Perhaps it is not too late to learn how to love again.
It is never too late for love, Adam. It is the very essence of who you are and who you were created to be. Let that love guide your hand, not the fear that has driven you for so long.
The horn sounds again. Louder this time. They are impatient. They are ready for the extermination. And I am standing here unmasked, talking to you. What would they say if they saw me like this?
They would see a man, Adam. A man wrestling with his destiny, with his past and with his future. They would see a man on the precipice of a profound choice. And that, in itself, is a powerful sight.
A powerful sight. Not a weak one. Not a failure. Just a man. A man who is finally choosing to be seen. I think I understand. I think I finally understand what you are asking of me.
I am asking you to be yourself, Adam. The self you buried so long ago. The self capable of great love and great mercy. The self that was always meant to be a father, not an executioner.
The first father, using his firstness to raise his descendants instead of to crush them. It is a heavy mantle. But perhaps it is a mantle I was always meant to wear. A mantle of grace.
It is a mantle of grace, Adam. A gift you did not earn, but one you can choose to embody. Walk in that grace and you will find a strength you never knew you possessed. A strength born of vulnerability.
Vulnerability. The very thing I swore to never embrace again. But if it leads to peace, to love, to being truly seen, then perhaps it is a risk worth taking. Perhaps it is the only risk worth taking.
It is. For in that vulnerability, you will find true connection. You will find that you were never alone and that you are loved beyond measure. Go now, Adam. Make your choice and know that I am with you, always.
I will. Thank you for seeing me, for speaking to the man beneath the mask, for showing me that there is another way. I will consider your words deeply. The horn blares again, insistent.
I will be here, Adam, waiting. The door is always open. Remember who you truly are and the love that awaits you beyond the fear. Your journey is not yet over. Your story is still being written.